Hi guys, and happy Sunday. Today is Sunday, August 7th, and I'm going to keep on with my diagonals on today's video. So this card is similar to the one we did yesterday, but it doesn't have those side flaps as prominent as before. It's not part of the scoring process. So this one is going to fit in a regular envelope, but it's a little bit different than the one we did yesterday. So let me go ahead and show you how we did that. Alright, so I'm using, and this is, let me see if I can grab out my July, December. This is using that gingham cottage paper that I talked about yesterday. And so on this one we are actually using the granite gray type. So what we're going to do is we're going to make granite gray our panel. Now this is not a typical open fold. You're going to have your panel. So you're going to do 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's going to be your base. And it's just a panel card. It's not an open flap one. Then you're going to take your Night of Navy. And we're going to cut this down to 10 1/2. By 4 1/4. So you will be able to get 2 of this card out of a single sheet of cardstock for the base. So then with this 4 1/4, then we're going to score at 3 1/2 and 7. So you have it in 3 equal parts. Then we're going to go, now you can go from either way, but if you have to do them parallel on the panels. So if you're going from the upper corner here, you're going to go from the upper corner here. If you're going to go from the upper corner this way, then you have to do it this way. So however you want to do it. So you're going to line the corner of that with that first fold mark, score mark. And you're going to score that. Then you're going to go to the last panel. And you're going to go ahead and do that. So now you have it like this. All right, let's go ahead and burnish all of those edges. And you notice, did I already do that one? I think I already did that one. So let's do this one. All right, and you notice on those diagonals, I'm scoring on both sides. All right, so this panel, if you remember, is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2, which means we're going to go ahead and cut. So, like I said, 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So we're going to cut 4 by 3 1/2. Now if it's directional, you want to kind of lay it down so that you see exactly which direction you want your paper to go in. So see how this is, oh, sorry, 3 1/4. So 4 by 3 1/4. Because 3 1/2, 1/4 down from 3 1/2 is 3 1/4. So see how that's going to be there now? And now, so what you're going to do here is I would, if you notice, your tick marks will get you exactly, if you go by the tick marks, it's going to be just a little bit off. It doesn't bother me that much. I'm just going to go the diagonal cut from side to side. All right. So now here you have that side, and this one, as you can see, is going to be that side. So when you go to fold it, it'll be the same. All right. So go ahead and tape that down. Let me see where I put. Now if you wanted to take, let me get this down first before I start talking. All right, so now we're going to use the other side of this. But if you want to, you could take, like, if you wanted to get like some sort of designer paper in a contrasting, you could. I'm going to keep it somewhat the same. So now, again, we're going to make this 4 by 3 1/4. See, I'm going to take off some of that empty area there. Now, just on this one, you want to make sure which corner you're going by. You don't want to go this way because then you're going to be backwards. So we want to actually cut from the upper corner to the lower corner. And there, you see, we're going to put that on there. Now, you're not going to see this until you open it up, of course. If you wanted to, you could put this on the back side here, so that you have that. What I have done is I have actually done this on the inside. So, sorry, it's the bigger pattern. I have actually done it on the inside, and then I cut my others for, here's this big pattern, for the other flaps. But let me also show you what you can do. Let me get my little edge around there. Let me get my edge around here. See, here's that score line. All right, so now you have it like that. Now, when I put it on my card base, because you want to see, if you go like this, you see it's going to fit into an envelope fine. If you go like this, it's not going to, you're going to have those points. So if you wanted this to actually be, you know, have a border on there, instead of cutting this at 4 1/4 like we did, you would cut it at 4. And then all your measurements will change. But I don't mind having it like this, because then what I'm going to do is I'm either going to take this piece, or I'm going to get contrasting cardstock. So let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to, let's see, I'm trying to think what color would look good against that. I don't want it too bright. See, that's going to be too bright. Trying to think. If we go within the, well, this is a little bit lighter. Should we try that, or should we try a little bit darker? Let's see how that looks against it. I think I like that darker. All right. So then what we're going to do is, this is just a normal layer that I have cut, right? You could lay it down like that if you wanted to, and put this over it so that you see the edge like that. Or if you want to, you could cut it down and save a little cardstock and have it go the whole way like this. So then that would be 4 1/4. And then I just cut off 2-inch strips. All right. And then you can go like that and that. This is on your panel card. And then this is going to be in the middle. So let's go ahead and do that. And I want it to butt right up in the corner, so I'm going to do this. So I get right up in the corner, right against that edge. for me, it's easier to go by a guide. So if I have that right in the corner and I'm just sliding it in there, I haven't pushed it down yet. And now push it down. To me, that just lines it up a little bit better. All right, and then we're going to take on just the middle 3.5 inch section. We're gonna center it. So now you see everything's gonna fit within that fold. And then you can do, since I have this out already, these are the other parts from when we cut that panel card. I'm just going to, remember, this is going to be 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to go 3 1/4 by 4. And there, oops, sorry, I'm way over here. And there is my inside panel. So I didn't do anything on the outside here, but I kind of like how that contrast is now. So you don't have to worry about anything going underneath there. So let's go ahead and put that down. There's the inside of your card. Very masculine looking. Now I can go ahead and use this and any scrap of white you may have. Let me see if I have a scrap of white laying around. I usually always do. Here's a scrap of white. Put a birthday greeting, whatever you want. I'm actually going to do, because I love this, just a note. So this ends up being 1 inch by 3 inches. So let's go 1 inch by 3. So then the scrap I had left is going to be 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. Hopefully this is 3 1/4 long. Oh, good, it is. All right, and depending on how you want to put this, I like putting it straight to the card. If you want to angle it, you can, whichever way you want. But you're only going to put, again, tape on a portion of it, not the whole thing. Let me go ahead and... If you want to pop it up with a dimensional, you can. All right, so let me get that straight. Because all these angles could play with how you perceive what's straight and what's not. And there you go. If you want to do a belly band, you sure could. But if you just want to score that back down with all these angles, it's not going to lay the flattest, but it'll be easy enough to mail. And there you are, guys. All right. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope your Sunday was good. Have a safe week. And I'll see you again next weekend.